have a serious question. How in the world are y'all affording groceries out here? I just left the grocery store and spent over $200. And what I'm looking in these bags, the math is not mathing. Something is not right. And when the world did cabbage start costing $4 for a small head of cabbage? And when the world did cereal start costing $9? I left that cereal right on the shelf because I don't even like cereal like that. I just had taste for some cornflakes and bananas. Don't judge me. I'm just saying I left it because no way in the world I was going to pay $10 for a box of cereal. What we supposed to be doing? What is going on? I did not know these prices was out here like that. Maybe that's because I don't go down these aisles, but the cabbage, y'all know y'all wrong. Even the bags of chips was $5. The big bag, y'all, I end up buying 2 small bags. No way in the world I'm about to spend $5 on a half a bag of Doritos. Y'all, I don't know what's going on with these prices. Feeling this grocery increase as well. I know I'm not the only person feeling this way.
So Texas grocery prices are skyrocketing and Americans can't afford it.
I compared my grocery store receipts from December 2019 to now, and the results, you just need to see it for yourself. They have the nerve to say that inflation isn't that high. The store I've chosen to do this with is Wegmans because they have all my receipts since 2019. I feel like Wegmans is a good representation from this because they don't really have sales, so whatever price stuff is usually the price that everything is. I paid $11.41 for this hot sausage family pack. Now it's $15.74. This chuck roast, 2.7 pounds, $17.52. With the pound conversion, it would be almost $22 today. Cinnamon Toast Crunch paid $3.19. Now it's $4.59. Olive oil paid $17.99. Now it's $30.99. Butter I paid $2.49. Now it's $4.29. Outshine bars, $4.99. They are now $8.09. French fries, $1.69. Now they're $3.49. In that whole order, I got 90 items for $549. And it would cost me way more to buy those items today.
How in the Sam Hell does $1.99, $5.69, and $8.29 equal up to $300? There's no way that I have $300 in food in the back of my car. I just literally spent $8.69 on 18 eggs. I just spent $4 something on a half a gallon of milk. I tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to buy some fucking chickens. I'm going to make my own eggs. I'm going to buy a cow and I'm going to milk that bitch because I am not paying these prices. Who the fuck does that? Oh my God. Yeah. Buy some chickens. Buy a cow. Plant some vegetables. Do something. Because this shit's crazy. Holy shit.
So I'm at Publix right now. I got my little reusable bag that just fell on the floor. But how come nobody is talking about $7.29 for a bag of chips? We're all talking about eggs, but what about these $7.29 chips? That's crazy.
Food prices. Tell me the craziest increase that you've seen so far and on what food item?
Hey, call me bougie, but I never ate no ramen noodles. I tried it one time. It wasn't my thing. I don't like it. But the prices in the grocery store and my money say, girl, you better bring it down a notch. Get some of them noodles. But look, I want y'all to comment y'all favorite struggle meal. Something you can make at home, quick, under $20 to feed 3 people. Because it's hard out here. I went to the grocery store and got 3 bags and it was $79. And I don't think I have 2 complete meals in those bags. So comment your favorite struggle meal under $20 to feed 3 people. Give me some ideas. Work with your girl.
Listen, you're not crazy. Your groceries keep shrinking while the prices keep climbing. That's not in your head. It's called shrinkflation. And it's the biggest grocery store scam they're running right now. See, this is how it works. Companies know that you're going to notice if a price tag jumps from $4.99 to $7.99 overnight. You're going to notice that. Well, instead of making it obvious, they just give you less. That box of cereal, same box, But look inside. It's half air and half disappointment. That bag of chips used to be full. Now it's about 12 chips and a yoga mat full of space in the bag. And the irony is they sell it to you like they're doing you a favor. And they'll slap a big new look label on it. Yeah, it's a new look, all right. Less product, same price, sometimes even more. The wildest part is we're in a time where wages are barely moving. People are cutting back just to survive, and corporations are making record profits. So you are not imagining it. You're working harder, spending more, but carrying less home from the store. And it's not just groceries either. It's toilet paper rolls that are thinner, juice boxes that shrink by a few ounces. Even candy bars got smaller, but the price tag increased. And they bank on you not even paying attention. But a lot of us are paying attention because you can feel it in your wallet every single week. Inflation already hurts, but shrinkflation? That's robbery with a smile. So the next time you open a bag and it's half empty, remember this. You are not losing your mind. They're just gaslighting your grocery cart.
It's January 29th, which means it is a National Corn Chip Day. Let's talk about one of the probably more famous corn chip brands here in the United States. Let's talk about Fritos. So in 1932, Elmer Doolin, who managed a confectionery shop in San Antonio, Texas, he was out one day doing his rounds and he stopped off to get a sandwich and a small bag of corn chips. Now, he was on the hunt for something new to sort of add to his shop, and he wasn't quite sure what it was. So after having these corn chips, it really sort of sparked an interest because they were amazing. So he went and he talked to the owner of the cafe, and it comes to find out that the owner really just wants to, sell off his business and move back to Mexico. And so for $100, he bought the cafe, which was the recipe for the corn chips, the 39 retail accounts he had, and the only equipment they had to make the corn chips was sort of like a makeshift potato ricer. And so then he went back to the family house. It was him, his brother, his parents. They started making these Fritos out of their kitchen and selling them for, out the back door. They got popular super fast. So they went from their kitchen to their garage, to a duplex, I believe next door, to try and keep up with production. Eventually, Elmer and his brother, they sort of invented and patented a machine that was able to get production really up and running quickly and get those Fritos to be cut into the shapes that we see them today. Again, it took off like wildfire, and they wound up moving from San Antonio to Dallas. And the rest, as they say, is history. Now, here are a couple of fun facts. In 1948, Elmer also invented Cheetos. Nice fun fact. And in 1961, the Frito Company and the Lay's Company merged to join Frito-Lay, which is a subsidiary of Pepsi. Who knew? So remember, you guys, if you want to get your own national food holiday, you still have time to do it. You can go to Chase's website right here and you can submit an application. You have until April 15th, of course, tax day, and maybe you can get your own national food holiday. I'll see you at the next one, which is tomorrow. Cheers.
I'm at the grocery store and these prices are crazy. $10.79 for 8 cones, $6.99, $4, $5. What gets me is these Snicker bars, $6.09, and there's 6 in a pack. Garlic bread is $4, $5. Look at this for $6.59. Being that it's the store brand, it should be cheaper. And then we got the bougie Bluebell for $10. This is crazy. So you want to feed your kids some pancakes, $3 and $4 for a box. And sausage biscuits are $8. It's ridiculous. You cannot feed people one meal. So on average, I think everything is like $5. So if you are hot this summer, these popsicles are going to be expensive. So I don't know about you, but I need a second income to buy groceries. So if you want to make some extra money, comment the word ready, and I would love to get you started.
I'm just leaving Kroger, and there's absolutely no reason why groceries for two people should be $300. $300 for groceries. That's not even gonna last us probably the whole month. It's gotta be a better way. Cause this ain't it. This ridiculous. God dang it. Ridiculous.
These grocery prices are killing me. I literally just spent over $300 for a family of 4. Honestly, I hardly even got enough to probably fix dinner all week for us. And it's not like I got a bunch of extra things. This is getting ridiculous. The prices are ridiculous. And of course, I'm trying to eat cleaner. My son is dairy free, so that does add to some of the cost. But I've been making a lot of things homemade with his oat milk and avoiding dairy that way. But his plant-based cheese is pretty expensive. But these prices, guys, like I'm struggling, and I know other people are struggling. My husband and I both have full-time jobs, and it is a struggle when I go to the grocery store. I'm looking for coupons. I use Ibotta. I use Fetch. I do as much as I can to get money back. So if you've got some money-saving tricks, I would love to know about them, because this girl needs some help when it comes to the grocery shopping.
I just bought a watermelon for $9, guys. $9 for a freaking watermelon. And this watermelon is not a fancy watermelon, okay? It's not from Whole Foods. It's not organic. It's an Albertsons watermelon for $9. Last year they were like $5, and even then I was like, $5 for a watermelon? God damn, that's expensive. But $9, $9.99, not even $9, almost $10 for a watermelon is insane. Like, I don't know how I'm going to continue to be able to feed my kids with the way things are going. Like, everything is just rising expeditiously, and I'm nervous. You should be nervous. $10 for a watermelon? I didn't eat the watermelon, but are we really at that place where we're having to sacrifice fruits and vegetables to feed our kids? Like, that's insanity. This is crazy. $10 for a watermelon? That watermelon better be freaking good when I cut it, or else I'm gonna be pissed.
I just spent $72 on stuff to make chili, and that's going to feed my family maybe 2 nights. $72. Y'all going to have to figure something out up there in Washington, D.C.
So are you conservative Republicans and Maga ready to concede the idea that regulation is sometimes necessary? Because aren't you the party that wants to minimize government and let the free market do its thing? Well, this is what happens when you try and let the free market do its thing. Corporate greed knows no bounds, my friend. You see, because after COVID and supply chain issues forced companies to raise their prices due to the high demand and low supply, they soon realized that people were willing to pay those higher prices. And then when supply increased again and we slowly started getting back to normal, they kept the prices high. Because why the hell wouldn't they? They had all just recorded record-breaking profits in the midst of a fucking pandemic. Why on earth would they lower them now that the economy is getting back on its feet, especially considering that there's nobody willing to hold them accountable? Because conservatives love free market and less regulation. I'm sorry guys, but to honestly think that by giving companies breaks, they will choose to do the right thing and pass along the savings instead of just pocketing the difference is foolish and unrealistic. Are you finally getting it now?
Here go my weekly haul right here. And I got 2 cases of water. That's it. And it was $114. Can you believe this? $114. The prices, grocery prices are outrageous now. And I got this at a name brand store. The other store I was going to was closed today.
I knew it was bad. I just didn't know it was this bad. I ran to the grocery store for my parents, who are getting a little bit older, and it's not as easy as it used to be. And I said, I'll do it for you, no big deal to me. So I went to Publix, which I am an Aldi girl, and sometimes Walmart, not a huge fan, but yeah, so Aldi, and I get about the same things every single week. I know what my food costs are going to be. And so I'm in Publix, and I literally started gasping at the prices. Gasping. Things that used to be like, I don't know, $1 are now $3. For example, just a regular old jar of spaghetti sauce, usually $1.25, $3.79. A case of the mini Dr. Peppers, ready for this? $8.49. What? Oh, here's a good one. You know those boxes of like chicken broth and everything that you get? They used to be 99 cents. Yeah, no, they were $3.85 for a box of chicken broth. $3.85. Well, this is the one where I literally saw stars. I was so losing my mind. So I'm making this family recipe called hot fruit, right? In really super yummy, lots of butter and some canned fruits, right? It's just the right texture. So a small can of chunked pineapple, and I'm talking store brand, $2.85. Then for the store brand quartered pears, just a can of quartered pears, $2.45. Oh, but wait, don't order yet. The peaches were $3.29 for a regular size can. Not the big can. No, just a little, little 10 ounce. I don't know how you guys are doing it. As I've said before, it's just me. And when you're yourself, you get in your little habits and you eat your healthy food and you don't think too much of it. My weekly grocery run, including my little bottle of wine, is about $42. So for this total today of $185.43 that will get them through the week. I don't know how you people with families are doing it. This is awful. Awful.
So I have another fun one. A friend of mine posted on Facebook yesterday that at a grocery outlet, a small chain here in the Pacific Northwest, has 12-ounce bags of chocolate chips for $4.49, which is expensive. Regular price, it says $6.99. Other women chimed in and said that, with a coupon, you can get them for like $2.99 at Fred Meyer or Safeway. Good to go. But so I did find out that there is a global shortage of chocolate chips right now due to extreme climate situations in Africa, where there's been heavy droughts and then heavy rains, which has flooded out the crops. Africa is like 80% of the producer of cocoa. So, there's that. But then, of course, down further in the thread, somebody says January 20th can't get here soon enough. I didn't say anything. Of course, I know it has to do with the inauguration. But I would like to know what Trump is going to do to fix the weather in Africa and bring down the price of chocolate chips. Just curious.
Apparently, this is where it's at, this stuff. Tortilla chips. Freshly baked. This was baked today. Tortilla chips. Oh. Plus, their own freshly made metienda traditional salsa.
Okay, all right.
Very nice.
I've never seen Josh more excited about plain sea salt tortilla chips.
Look at the size of that guac.
It's a literal boatload. Like a model boatload.
It's like an avocado. A giant avocado.
Oh, okay, yeah, I know.
Well, it's probably too much.
It's like a model boat.
Probably too much.
That's what I was saying.
Thank you for watching Great Minds Blacks.